Here with the Rainier Avenue Radio Traffic Update. You can listen to us in your car 24/7 anytime by downloading the free TuneIn app. Once you do, search Rainier Avenue Radio. And remember, do not curse out your fellow drivers. This has been your Rainier Avenue Radio Traffic Update.
Sing with us as we fill the historic Columbia City Theater with our voices. Join Crowdsource Choir on May 23rd. For a soulful, participatory night of singing. Come raise the collective vibration with us at the Columbia City Theater. Tickets at crowdsourcechoir.com.
Greetings. This is your host, DJ Neftali, Rainier Avenue Radio.world, the best DJ in the Seattle area. You can catch me every Monday at 8 p.m. on YouTube. Like I said, this is DJ Neftali, the best reggae in Seattle, Washington, the best radio station, Rainier Avenue Radio.world. Come on, right?
Atlantic Street Center has been serving the children, youth, and families of the Seattle-King County area since 1910. We partner with families and communities to raise healthy, successful children and youth through services including counseling, early learning, youth development, domestic violence, and education support for school-aged children. Committed to serving the African-American community, Atlantic Street Center provides services and support for all marginalized people. Learn more at AtlanticStreetCenter.org.
Tune in to Real Estate and Money every Tuesday afternoon from 2:30 to 3 here on Rainier Avenue Radio.world. Join your hosts Violetta Strash with John L. Scott Kent North and Tina Lombard with Guaranteed Rate Affinity. They'll help you navigate the waters of our volatile real estate market and offer you some guidance on how to make your hard-earned money work to make your dreams come true. Learn about current trends, get tips on financial matters, and have fun, interactive discussions about your home inside and out. That's Real Estate and Money.
Love food? Here are some storage tips to keep it fresh longer. Store cut fruits and vegetables in the fridge. Place in reusable containers. Keep bread in the freezer for longer storage. 40% of food in the U.S. goes uneaten. Save money, save food, save the planet. Visit Seattle Public Utilities for more tips.
Rainier Avenue Radio is Seattle's best music, talk, and sports station.
What's going on, world? It's your boy OG Mambo.
And your guy D Money. Join us along with Pint Size Patron and ID Yourself.
Here on Fresh Juice at Rainier Avenue Radio.
Every Wednesday hump day from 9 to 11 Pacific.
Get exclusive interviews from your favorite artists, all the hottest music, and updates on what we got going on in the world.
Here go the first song.
Comparing you to other guys, and babe, it ain't no surprise, because a man like you is just my type, 'cause shorty wanna get that, shorty
Juice, Rainier Avenue Radio, every Wednesday night, 9 to 11 p.m. Yes, sir. New hip-hop, new R&B, conversations, games, fun, freestyles, performances. We do it all. And we do it for you, man, almost every Wednesday, 9 to 11 with the Juice Pack, including myself, D Money.
What's up? It's Young Quake.
Pint Size Patron. And he's here? Or is he
Him.
not?
I'm him.
He's back.
He's back. We got him in the corner of the screen.
Yeah.
And hopefully OG Mambo, the fourth member of the team, will also be with us as well, man. We opened the show with a beautiful song, man, from Samantha the Bomb.
Sir.
It's called Shawty Wanna right there.
We brought the flutes this time.
Hey, man, I had never seen someone dance while playing the flute before like that. That was dope.
Oh.
Yeah, she has some really unique choreography. I think that it's really underrated that how much effort they put into the moves that don't look like other people's moves, and shout out to all the breakdances all like the same. I think it takes a lot of effort to really make that stuff look really eye-catching and appealing beyond the fact of listening to a great song. So shout out to that.
For sure. Also representing Massachusetts, by the way. Don't hear about many artists breaking out of Mass, but yeah, definitely.
TheBomb.com is out there.
Bedford, Massachusetts. All right, man. Great show planned for you tonight. Lots coming at you, man. We'll have a returning guest and a new guest. And yes, one of those guests being Uncle Evo is here in the studio with us, yo.
Yes, sir.
Yep. And last time he was with us, he was remote. So we're really happy to have him in person. You know, these in-person interviews are always, they have this more flair, more energy. You feel it more. But when you give somebody from out of state, man, you got to do what you got to do. And K.Avett's going to be joining us from Terrell, Texas, man.
Yes,
and
sir.
Yeah, beautiful songstress herself right there. Soul. She blends soul and jazz, and you'll hear some of her songs in the show as well. And she'll also be performing. Evo will be doing a freestyle too, man. So yeah, keep it locked for the duration of the program. Follow us on all of our platforms, man. We're on Facebook. Go there, facebook.com/groups/Fresh Juice Media. IGX, we're on there, Fresh Juice Media. And of course, subscribe to the YouTube channel, youtube.com/@Fresh Juice Media for all Fresh Juice content. Put that up in the browser. You don't even have to do the searching. You can skip that. Go right to the page. Like, comment, share, subscribe. There you go. And ring the bell. There you go. All Fresh Juice content first. We do episodes for you, live episodes for you almost every week. You can watch it whenever you want. And we do short YouTube shorts on the daily so you can catch up on past episodes of Fresh Juice. So go ahead and take a minute. Subscribe. Okay, you're done. All right.
Get subbed up.
All right, man. It's time to, before we bring in our guests, we'd like to rewind the clock a little bit and take a look at 1 year ago. And 1 year ago, we had Afro on the show. And he told us about a very interesting tour encounter he had in Dallas. So I'm going to play the clip. You enjoy 1 year ago on Fresh.
There was this bar right across the street after the show, and there was this creepy dude. It was me, the promoter, 60 East, and the homie Grandmaster du jour. We're there just chilling, drinking, and this creepy dude in a black trench coat pops up. He looked like Gary Oldman as Dracula in that black trench coat. He had the slicked hair back and everything. He checkmarked everything for creepy vampire vibes. After that, I'm looking at the paintings. I'm like, yo, why does this look like some really creepy gothic Transylvania stuff going on right now? And this dude pops up and he just has like a creepy vibe, and then starting to get creeped out. I'm like, yo, man, can you please leave us alone? You leave us uncomfortable. He's not saying one word. He dips. It's how Michael Myers walks so fast. And you're like, how is he catching up to this dude still? You know, he gave me that vibe because as soon as he walks out the bar, and then all four of us are like, yo, let's get out of here, we do not see this dude. It's like this dude disappeared into the mist or the fog. And it was very misty. It was literally like a vampire scene, like out of a movie. It was
We got one of those in Olympia.
You got one of those movies?
Little vampire club.
Little vampire club. Gotta watch out, yo.
Yo, stranger danger, bro. To the max,
Watch your back.
You remember that story I told you guys about the dude with the cape?
What's up?
Maybe another
Probably.
time.
Trying to tell y'all, man, stranger danger is a thing, bro. They'll run up on you, dog.
All right, it's time to bring in some guests, man. Bring in some people. So go ahead, Patron. Do what you got to do.
Yes, sir. Special show for you tonight. Coming to the stage or coming to the desk here at Fresh Juice Avenue. We got a comedian, more what I would like to call more of a storyteller, here to make you remember, because everybody need that family member. We got Uncle Evo.
Uncle Evo.
Ping. What up, homie?
Hey, what's happening? Happy Wednesday night, everybody. Hope your hump day was okay.
Welcome to the show.
Thank you.
In person.
Yeah. Good to be here in person, man. Fresh Juice.
Yeah.
Fresh Juice Studios. You know what I'm saying? Let me get comfortable.
Yeah, where we get to serve you some juice.
Yeah, man. Hold on. Cheers. Cheers to that.
All right.
We're not done. We got more for you.
Oh, yeah. Let me get you full here.
Coming to you from Big Texas. Might have seen him in the hospital being a nurse.
Okay.
Might have heard him on the playlist dropping a verse.
Okay.
We got for you K.Avett.
Woo! K.Avett.
What up, homie? What up?
Hi. Thanks so much for having me.
How's it going, fam?
Yeah. Good to have you. All right. Well, since everybody's here, let's just go right into the game, man. And we like to call it, of course. Get ready, ID. Take your pick. All right, man. Really easy to play. Take your pick. We give you two different options. You just choose one of them. We want you to play along in the comment section on Facebook, YouTube, Twitch, Instagram. Put your answers in the comments. We'll flash them on the screen, and we'll even share a couple of them as we answer the questions with our guests. But as always, we will celebrate our favorite commenter on the following episode. So let's get into some new ones, though, and do our first Take Your Pick of the evening. Here we go with our first Take Your Pick. Never play a game again or never stream anything.
Oh, wow.
I mean, never play a game.
We're talking about all
elaborate.
Video games. We're talking about board games, dice games, all games, man.
Streaming, I'm cool off streaming, man.
All right, you cool never streaming again?
Yeah, I need the games.
Okay.
So for the simple fact that
I was here for the games.
Although I did have to throw out my DVDs.
Oh. I still got mine.
I got a few.
Yeah, I've got a few.
certain ones you can't let go, you know what I'm
saying? And you got to get judged on those too. Like, you saved this?
What DVD? Name a DVD that you saved, bro.
The Boondocks.
Okay.
All my Dave Chappelle.
Oh, gotta save that.
Yes.
Save the bootleg.
Yeah.
What DVD did you save, Kay?
I have the whole Seinfeld series.
Okay.
Respect.
Okay, we all gonna have to give up one. I'm gonna give up mine. I saved The Wire.
Oh, that's a great series.
I got every DVD, so it's like I had to save those.
Yeah, that's a great one.
Okay, Evo, how you answering this question, man?
Bruh,
you never streaming again or never playing a game?
Jeez, man, I think I'm too competitive. I think I'm never streaming again. I gotta get the games. I gotta have the games.
Gotta have the games.
Got to.
I gotta have the games.
Gotta have the games. Right?
That wasn't my answer. I was just answering for what y'all was talking about. My answer officially is gonna be the giving up the games because I think that the way the world is moving, we already got rid of DVDs. I'm pretty sure we're gonna eventually get rid of games as well. The world's gonna be too technically serious and technologically serious for us to have time for games.
Okay. All right. Well, we always got time for games on Fresh Juice.
I know if you don't have any streaming, man, you just gonna do a lot of people watching.
Well, I think the way things are going, though, they're certainly going to offer some sort of competitive gaming even on streams. So
yeah, I can see that.
Yeah,
they got games on Netflix now.
Yeah,
like that's what I'm saying. Like it's not gonna expand.
Let's see. Kaizen Robin says, I don't like to open myself up to opportunities to lose, so I'm good on the game.
That's funny.
That's the type of person that only argues if they know they're going to win.
Undefeated.
It might be best comment, but we just got started.
I got to jump in here. So
go for it.
It's pronounced Kaizen, and that's my little brother. What up, Kaizen?
Oh, okay, little bro.
Y'all need that family member.
I'm tuning in.
Okay, Uncle Evo got his little brother in.
Yeah, man. Yeah, it's a family affair.
It really is all family, man. Did we get your answer on this one, Kay?
I'm pretty good on the games. I really like different streams, so I'm gonna stick with streaming.
Okay.
Yeah.
Oh, you should ask. Well, wait a minute. Hold up. Hold up. I'm not reading the rest of that.
Man. Take your pick.
I'm not reading the rest of that.
So we got that. What's the next one? Take your pick.
Anyway, my answer though was never stream again. I love games. The way that brings people together, have fun, competitiveness. Yeah, I definitely
triggers a different part of the brain.
Yeah.
Who's gonna produce the show?
All right, let's get to the next one. Here we go. All right, take your pick. Do an album promo in space or underwater?
Oh,
Bruh.
I can go first on this one, dog.
What you doing?
I'm doing space. They just sent Katy Perry to space and brought her back. We still don't know what's deep under the ocean, bro. We know more about space than we know about the ocean. I'm good.
I didn't say all the way under the ocean. I said underwater.
This is fair. This is fair. Still.
He didn't say what body of water.
Send me to space. I went to the depths. So send me to space. If we're going outer space versus underwater, we can't be talking about like the kiddie pool, bruh. So I'm taking space.
Thank you, bro. He ain't talking about what body of water.
How you rolling on this one, Kay?
I think I'm gonna go underwater because I mean I'm not sure about it. Would depend on whose rocket I was on. You know, it's just too much unknown. And this is considering that I can't even swim, but I would still do it underwater. I would just need to have some good scuba gear.
I hear that. ID.
Okay, I was waiting for this. As a fellow Aquarian, I just want to say that even as a water bearer, I ain't swimming. I'm going to space.
Okay.
I can't swim. I mean, I would like to say that within me enjoying meditation underwater, I wouldn't want to. Yeah, I'm going to space.
Okay. Patron.
I think I'm gonna go underwater, man.
Okay.
Although I can't imagine the reception would be good.
Yeah, it would sound pretty muted, I'm sure.
Yo, you're
just gonna have to show the visuals.
You almost gotta relax for that. You almost.
But that's just thinking practically. What you doing, D?
I think I'm team underwater as well, man. Just when you go up to space like that, there is so many things that can go wrong. I think like the whole Blue Origin thing made it like it was all simple or something, but yes, things can go so easily if you go up there.
How are you gonna ever get to Mars?
Exactly.
I'm not going.
Who's trying to go to Mars?
We can develop the technology right now. I'm not going, bro. There are some places in the world that I won't see just because it's too long of a flight in an airplane. You're tripping. I'm never going to see the Gold Coast of Australia because I'm never spending 16 straight hours on a plane.
What?
Nope, I'm not doing it.
No. Go to Australia?
Missing out.
You are missing out, sir.
And I will. And
He said
I will.
My man. Damn, dog. The kangaroos, bro. Like,
nah, and everything in Australia wants to kill you once you land. I'm not doing it.
That is
trying to kill you.
I'm not
all
doing it.
Bro, all the bugs are 3 times the size of American bugs. I'm cool.
Fun fact, though, did you know that there's nothing that naturally occurs in New Zealand that can kill you? Nothing. No plant, no wildlife, nothing.
Really?
Yep, you can look it up. New Zealand. So if you're going to Australia, go to New Zealand.
I
promised land is that?
Wow.
That's interesting.
I never heard of that.
Fun fact, sorry.
That's not fun. That's amazing.
Just full of all kinds of interesting information tonight.
It's only 19. You got a long road ahead.
Yep, we're live until 11, y'all. Let's get to the next take your pick. All right, here we go. Take your pick. Have all the knowledge but unable to explain things, or limited knowledge but you're good at explaining.
Oh gosh.
What you doing, Kay?
That's rude.
That's really difficult. I'm a nurse, and it is such an integral part of my job to be able to explain things clearly to people. Gee whiz. Well, I think even the idea of limited knowledge, that is on a spectrum, because limited knowledge in what capacity?
What does that mean, right?
What does that mean? So I think the hallmark of a good teacher is to be able to explain something in several different ways, because everybody has different learning styles. Some people are visual learners, some people are demonstrative learners. And so that's far more valuable to me, to be able to explain something in a way that all of my patients are able to understand what they need. So yeah, that would be my choice.
Man, she said demonstrative. This is a classy woman right here.
I got an idea question for this one.
No, salute to all nurses and doctors. I just finished the pit on Max. And
I haven't seen it.
They go crazy.
It's great. Okay.
Man, none is beating the Grey's Anatomy. Y'all tripping.
Isn't that still going on? Isn't that series still going on?
How are you answering this question, ID?
What's the question again?
Have limited knowledge.
Yeah, it's a tongue twister. That's
what we see the next one.
No, sorry. Have all knowledge but unable to explain things, or limited knowledge but good at explaining.
Yeah, I think the limited knowledge is a wiser thing, because I think that you're more at peace when you have knowledge, and you can't have knowledge unless it's explained well to you. So I'm gonna go with the limited knowledge.
Get it?
I'd rather have the knowledge and not be good at explaining.
Oh, you're just selfish.
I like to have the info,
but not for anybody else. Just for you.
I like to have the info, man.
Yeah, I sometimes get a little anxiety asking people questions, man. So just like, if I get to avoid that at least. Unfortunately, it'll be so frustrating, trying to get it out. But it is what it is. All right, let's get on to the next one.
Did you go on that one, Evo?
Nah.
Oh, you did? Oh,
no,
yeah. Go ahead.
I'm team limited knowledge.
Team limited knowledge.
Good at explaining.
Yep, I'd rather be. If I could be a master of one thing and I could explain that to anybody in the world, that seems like a valuable thing monetarily.
They do charge for that.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. I think let's go get that bag.
Monetarily.
We got a demonstrative and a monetarily so far. We're off to a good start.
Those SAT words.
All right, here we go with the next take your pick of the evening. Watch movies with the sound off or music without lyrics.
Well, I'm gonna go ahead and just jump in my parent bag. I'm gonna jump in my parent bag, and we watch movies with the sound off all the time to put the babies to sleep. So I'm gonna go ahead and go with that.
All right, he rocking with the captions.
I can see that.
I'm anti-captions in movies, so that's gonna be tough.
Really.
Yeah, I'm.
What kind of anime fan are you?
Oh my gosh, those Korean movies are the best with the captions.
No, see, I can't do it because it's like I'm reading the script while I'm watching the movie, and to be fair, I don't think that's how. I don't think that's how the director intended it, except for one of my homies one time stumbled into on accident an accessible movie. Yeah. Like for people with who are hearing impaired. I didn't even know that was a thing. So the theater had captions. So maybe the director did intend for that. Maybe they picked the font or something.
That's pretty dope, actually.
Right?
Yeah.
Right? I had no idea that was even a thing.
That's really
yeah.
We were talking earlier about the DVDs, man, and one time I watched the Chappelle Show with the commentary. It's a way different show.
Well, could they be talking in the background the whole time?
They just telling you all the little things about it, and it's like completely changes the whole mood.
But it's different back then, because like they would just be having some voice in the background and randomly popping in and out.
I was gonna say real quick, the Chappelle Show. There's lyrics to that.
Show.
They had lyrics for that, but they took them out because it just didn't fit right.
That's the whole song.
It was constructed to be a whole song, and they took out the lyrics and just said Chappelle Show.
That's funny. I didn't know that.
Better not bring your kids.
Right, because that was probably all cut from the song.
I bet.
That's funny. I wonder who wrote that.
You gotta watch it. I got the DVD.
I'm gonna need to borrow that. Let me hold that for a little bit.
Man, I got the DVD too. That's crazy.
Yeah, I got the CD. I got the CD changer in the trunk of the car.
Oh my!
All right, Kay, how you rolling on this one? Movies with the sound off or music without the lyrics?
I'm gonna opt with music without lyrics, just because even when I'm listening to music all the time, I'm always thinking of alternative lyrics anyway. So, yeah.
She said, "I don't need your lyrics."
Sometimes I got the music on shuffle, and an instrumental come on, and I'm like, what would people think if they hear me just bumping the instrumental at it?
Yeah. And that, to that point, there are some songs where just the production is so amazing that you do want to just listen to the instrumental. I feel like that about Curtis Mayfield's music. It is just
for sure.
You can just,
but it's live. It's live.
Man.
Yeah, for sure. All right, ID. What did you answer on this one?
No, but I'm gonna go with the music with no lyrics, only because I think that a lot of times I get more emotion listening to foreign music because I don't understand the lyrics, and so to understand tone of voice and what that could mean to another person as to how they wrote it that way, it means a lot to me personally, as far as interpretation and communication from one culture to another. So I'm gonna go with no lyrics.
I feel it.
Yeah.
I'm gonna just flip it on them and just bump acapella. Hey, what is this guy doing?
It's like no beat.
You thought the guy with the instrumentals was weird.
It's straight
Wow, bro.
He's bobbing his head.
Oh, that was clever, man.
What you doing, D?
Oh, that's such a hard one, man. I'm gonna have to do. Yeah, I'll have to do movies without the sound, man. I gotta have my lyrics.
See, when I do make music and I throw the beat on, I have the TV on mute. Something that's just visually inspiring, I guess.
I hear a lot.
And on top of that, just not for nothing, I think a lot of us are raised on jazz, for what that's worth. You know.
Yeah, for sure.
Never really had lyrics for a lot of the poor, especially.
I was not.
No. My
dad's a pastor, so
okay.
There you go.
it was the Clark sisters and Walter Hawkins, and I don't know if y'all know who those people are.
I come from that disco.
Yeah, I mean, they are amazing. They set the bar. They set the bar.
I'm from the
disco. I'm a Four Tops man, but I feel
not the Pinky Nail.
Party nail.
That's the party nail.
So I've heard. Allegedly. So I've heard.
All right, Evo. What you do in your spare time is up to you, man.
Mind my business.
We got one more?
No, we're out of time, man. Thank everybody for playing. Take your pick, man. We got a lot coming at you more in the show. We're going to get to know both of our guests, K.Avett, and check up on how Uncle Evo has been doing since his last appearance. They're both going to perform in one way or another. Uncle Evo is going to do a freestyle. K.Avett's going to do a live acoustic performance. So keep it locked right here on Fresh Juice. But for now, how about some sounds from Buffalo, from Che Noir?
Let's go.
Off of her project, The Lotus Child. This one is called Choices. And it's also self-produced by her. So there you go. Choices by Che Noir. Part of Griselda's gang, by the way. So yeah, keep it locked. Fresh Juice, Rainier Avenue Radio. We are going to be right back.
I sit by the water and reflect on the choices I made. My choice to never get signed and exploited by fame. I took a year off from rapping, got annoyed by the game. Influenced by the wrong people who poisoned my brain. We was forced inside a world and born to beliefs. They told me that the earth is only rewarded the meeks. Wasted years of my life on the boys I would date. That made it hard to trust a man for my choices to stay. I never choose myself, so my consequences to that is that I lose myself. I was drunk and fell asleep while driving. I heard a voice, took a break from drinking. Now I'm here cause I made that choice. My choices put me in a position I lost it all. Trying to get a leg up could potentially cost an arm. Friends starting problems and never fix what they cause, so they choose to walk away before they admit they was wrong. My choices left me broken, the reason I'm scarred, and my choices left me hopeless, sleeping in cars. Burnt bridges that left me bleeding, feeding the sharks. Opportunity never knocked to get the keys to my heart. Wisdom is the gift that's earned by your age, and a fool is a man who never learns from mistakes. Nowadays it's hard avoiding the stress when you think about the people that your choices affect, and that's real. And that's the reason I'm scarred. 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 That's the reason. And that's the reason I'm scarred. And that's the reason it's hard. And that's the reason I'm scarred. That's the reason. That's the reason it's hard. That's the reason it's hard. And that's the reason I'm scarred. That's the reason. That's the reason.
Hey, this is Sam Miller. You're listening to Fresh Juice on Rainier Avenue Radio with the Juice Pack. D-Money, Pint Size Patron, OG Mambo, and ID Yourself, which is what a mean bouncer would say to you. Bouncer, he's tired of his job. Just ID yourself.
The Washington State Nonprofit Conference is the largest gathering of nonprofit professionals in the state. Visit nonprofitwa.org to learn more about this powerful gathering of leaders, employees, board members, and nonprofit supporters. You can join May 13th and May 14th in person, or May 16th in Spokane, or May 20th in Tacoma. With 30 workshops, 4 keynote sessions, and 4 distinct learning tracks, the Washington State Nonprofit Conference is an incredible opportunity to connect with experts and discover resources and strategies to drive positive change in your organization. Ready for action? Register today at nonprofitwa.org.
This is Big Poppy, host of Jazz from the Cabinets. Join me each week for a listening tour of the first century of jazz, an eclectic mix of Dixieland, big band, cool jazz, bebop, contemporary jazz, world jazz, all jazz in all forms. That's Jazz from the Cabinets with Big Poppy on Rainier Avenue Radio, streaming worldwide on RainierAvenueRadio.world.
Women are not an homogenous group. We face discrimination differently depending on factors such as ethnicity, age, socioeconomic status, and more.
Rainier Avenue Radio is proud to amplify women's voices.
They are the experts of their own lives, initiating conversations within their community about challenges they face, the solutions they're working on, and the opportunities they see.
Please join us this Sunday from 2 to 5 for Women's Voices on Air. We know our challenges. We are the experts of our lives.
We are master multitaskers, prioritizing our family, friends, and our faith above our own needs.
Our needs and voices are too often overlooked.
Please join us this Sunday from 2 to 5 p.m. for Women's Voices on Air.
We tell our stories in our own way.
Sediment cleanup of the lower Duwamish River has begun. The U.S. Environmental Protection Agency and the members of the Lower Duwamish Waterway Group, which includes King County, the City of Seattle, and Boeing, have begun sediment cleanup of the Lower Duwamish Waterfalls Superfund site. This important environmental project will address sediment pollution and help restore the health of the Duwamish River. Starting on the waterway's upper reach, construction activities extend from the South 102nd Street Bridge down straight to the Duwamish Waterway Park. Over the next 3 years, in-water activities will occur from October to February, ending in February 2027. Visit ldwg.org to learn about the upper reach cleanup and sign up for email updates.
Hi, you're listening to Fresh Juice on Rainier Avenue Radio with your hosts, D-Money, Pint Size Patron, OG Mambo, and me, K.Avett. Keep it locked right here and keep those vibes flowing.
Humanity's insanity. I'm struggling to find some serenity. The drama that bleeds from everything that I see. I'm not totally unbothered, but I'm finding solace in none other than peace. It soothes every part of me, making it a habit to have it first thing every morning like an nap. Grab as much as I can carry, double bag it so I don't trash it. Deep within my soul is where I stash it. So when I breathe this frequency, it's the peace for me. Peace, it's all I need. Denying anxiety, it's the peace for me. Peace. I'm making a choice to block out the noise. watch it all fade away. Body, mind, and soul. All my precious and gold. Smaller circles may be laughable, but there's nothing more valuable than peace. Finders, keepers, losers, we making it a habit to have it. First thing every morning, like an habit. What I gotta grab as much as I can carry double back for me, so I don't trash it. Deep within my soul, that's where I stash it. So this frequency is the peace for me. So when the times get hard, every day ain't craving. Oh, things go crazy. Everyone has an opinion, throwing stones with abandon. It's like living in another dimension. Oh, peace is cool like a summer breeze, covering with the greatest ease, the purest therapy.
It's the piece for me. K.Avett right there. Fresh Juice, Rainier Avenue Radio, man.
That's a vibe right there.
Okay, it's the naturality of it for me.
Thank you. Thank you very much.
I think it's one of those kind of songs where when you've heard it enough times, you can and I'm a father of 3, but in general, you know, it's one of those songs where you can kind of hum it to get your kids to sleep when it's just like the melody alone, you know, because it kind of just rides like that, dun, 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 dun. Like it just rides like that. Yeah, I mean, like it just kind of rides like that.
Okay, let's do a duet real quick.
Did you shoot that video in Texas?
Yeah, we did. We did.
It looked like a nice spot, a little cabin over there.
Yeah,
it was. Yeah, a little spot that we just happened upon, and like I said, my husband is kind of he's just a tech extraordinaire, so he does all of that stuff. So he filmed it. He does all of my photography, just all of that stuff. So.
I mean, did you rent the cabin, or is this a place that you frequently visit, or?
No, it was a cabin that we rented.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Cool.
What was it like shooting out there? Was the nature taking its course?
It was nice and peaceful, and you know, it really aligned with just the whole vibe of the song. So it was really easy to get into character. And you know, I had my hot tea and just being out on the patio. It was a nice vibe. It was a nice vibe for sure.
That's what I was gonna say. It's a vibe. That was my whole thing. It's a vibe.
Are you an outdoorsy person?
I am. I'm a country girl. So I grew up in the country on like just a lot of space, and you know, we had a huge garden growing up, and you know, cows and horses and that sort of stuff. So I am very at home outdoors.
You probably hating on them processed foods.
Oh man, listen, it's so funny because even now, my dad has a huge garden, and I did not have store-bought tomatoes until I went to college. Like it was just like, even now, if I want some fresh produce, I call my dad, and I'm gonna, you know, he's got greens and tomatoes and peppers and figs and just all that stuff. So
does he have chickens?
Does he have what?
Does he have chickens?
Listen, you know what? He does not have chickens, but just coincidentally, I was mentioning to one of my friends, I said, man, I went to the grocery store and I forgot to get some eggs. And she said, oh my goodness, let me know, because my coworker has 4 hens and she brings us fresh eggs every two weeks. And with the price of these eggs these days, listen, I was thinking about buying a hen, but now I know I have an egg person. So.
You have a hen friend.
I have a hen
You got
friend.
a hen friend? Oh, we missed you, ID. So you grew up in that environment. Like, what role did you play with the family farm?
So we had our chores and all of that. I mean, you can't grow up outside with a garden and not have to pick peas and pull weeds. And we had my grandparents, we lived right next door to my grandparents, my dad's parents, and then my mom's parents lived like 2 miles away. So that was another thing. I always had a lot of family close by. But my grandparents have a huge pecan tree, and so we would have pecans and we would sit around the table, as a family, and shell 5-gallon buckets of pecans. And in our front yard we had two peach trees, and then in our backyard we had 2 plum trees. So I've just always been surrounded with like a grapevine, berries, really anything that you can really think of. That's what we grew up with. And so that has really shaped me, I think, as a person. I love to cook. I like to cook things from scratch. I am really kind of anti-processed.
Does that mean that you don't measure anything?
Oh, you got to put a tenth of this and a dollop of that. And right.
I told my girl, I said, if I need to ever know how you made something, I need a GoPro so I can just sit there and record you, because you don't measure a dang thing.
True.
But go ahead.
And I'm not hating on anybody with a measuring cup, because for sure there are some recipes that are very specific and you can't be playing around with measurements and stuff. But there's a lot of love that goes into cooking, and I was really fortunate to spend a lot of time just in the kitchen watching my mom cook, watching my grandmothers cook. And so I take a lot of those same cooking habits, have that same thing with me now. So
right, that's the difference between cooking and baking, man. Baking is just too specific.
But it's very precise.
Play around, be artistic about it.
And we put a lot of love into our baking. I speak for us. I speak for us in the community. You dig what I'm saying?
Okay.
Us bakers are serious about our work.
You are. I'm not the greatest baker. I have 2 signature desserts. I make a really, really good homemade peach cobbler and a banana pudding. Those are my 2 kind of go-to desserts. Anything else, like I'm not the best. I love cookies. I love them, but I'm not the best with making them. I don't know what.
Yeah, people don't understand. Cookies sound simple because you're saying the word cookie, but the art to making a good cookie and consistently. Ooh.
True.
Yeah.
True.
And why don't they just call them bakies?
That's good.
You need to relax.
That's where's my button?
Yeah, I need a button. Oh wow.
Anyway, if I may change the subject, as we look into the room, we see obviously you got a piano in front of you. I see a guitar there on the right there, and how many instruments can you play?
So I play the piano, keyboard. I tinker around with the guitar. Tinker.
Gotcha.
I can play the drums.
Nice.
Dang.
But my primary instrument of choice is the piano, which I have downstairs, and then this is my studio upstairs and my keyboard.
How'd you get started with the piano?
I started taking piano lessons when I was pretty young.
Wow.
And not to go down a morbid rabbit hole, but when I was maybe 7, my piano teacher, Mr. Jones, was murdered.
Oh my! Oh wow!
Yeah. Yeah, thank you. He was a great person. It was just random. It wasn't any, just random sense of violence. But that really just kind of traumatized me for a really long time. And so I didn't really play for a really long time. And so when I put out my first album, I did not do any production on that at all. I mean, I worked with some great producers, but I didn't personally produce anything. And then I really wanted to pick it back up again. And so I started taking piano lessons again. I play by ear, but I've always wanted to be just a lot more proficient in reading music. And so I still take lessons now. It's just a continual thing that you're always learning to improve.
Have you ever met Alicia Keys?
I've not.
I always ask piano players that.
I mean, there are so many piano players.
I was gonna say, for such a profound loss at such a young age, and you paired it to the instrument that you were playing, what inspired you to finally pick it back up again like that?
There were lots of instances where when I would write a song, I would have the entire production idea in my head. Like I could hear it so clearly. And it frustrated me that I couldn't put it down on keys. And so what I would do, I would literally sing the music. I would sing the music, send it to a guy or send it to my producer, and he would basically take all of my harmonies and create the music. And just after a while, I just, I missed it. And I just love sitting down to my piano. That's like the best feeling. I love how all the music just kind of echoes throughout the house. And it's been very therapeutic. When I'm having a bad day, I can just come and sit down, and it just kind of makes everything just kind of melt away. So I'm really glad that I kind of got over that hump and returned.
Have you ever dedicated any of your music to your peoples that passed away, or any melodies or any like hidden subliminal notes or messages, anything like that?
Not specifically. I tend to talk quite often about making the most of your time. And so those people and those experiences, for sure, even though it's not an overt homage directly to them,
that is basically the dedication is
right. I'm thinking of those things just because. Exactly. So
that's awesome.
Nice. So when we look at your discography, if you will, obviously the song we heard was "Peace for Me." And it's you got an album that's going to be coming out, or EP, or I believe it's my records say it's called Love Paradigm.
The Love Paradigm. Yeah. Yep.
What's the paradigm?
So I feel like a lot of times when people talk about love, like they instantly think of that term in in a romantic context.
Sure.
And there are so many layers and different types of love. And so that's pretty much what this project is about. I think it's actually going to be probably a 3-volume
okay,
project.
so it can be the paradigm and then the paradox, and then
well, you have self-love, you have the love of a mother to her child, you have the love between friends, you have like that flirty kind of love, you have that deep passionate love. Like, love, yeah, there are a lot of different. So to that point, there are infinite resources for you to go in any direction and talk about any kind of love. And so I just wanted to explore that. And also because so much of what you learn about love, you learn as a child, sometimes it's unpacking those ideas of love that might be a tad had skewed.
Remember when we were
or-
kids and like you would get mad at somebody because you'd be walking with a friend of yours and you know that person loved you and you told them that you loved them before, and then they walk past a different person and then that person says, "Hey, what's up," real quick, and then as they're leaving from saying what's up real quick, they say, "Hey, love you too," and then they walk off, and then you turn to your friend like, "What do you mean you love them?" Like you don't get there's so many different layers to where they could just love somebody and unbeknownst to you, and the next thing you know, it's like, I thought we had something here. Like, what are you talking about? You love them? Bro,
there is so much to unpack in everything you just said. Oh my gosh.
There's enough love to go around. There's enough love to go around.
Not always.
I feel like ID needs a hug right now.
Oh. I'm gonna go to bed.
Oh, goodness.
I've been traumatized fast. That's all that is.
Oh my goodness.
we do enjoy talking about love on this show, and you mentioned your husband a little bit, and I know he's involved in your music. Did you guys bond over that beginning, or how is his involvement come through the years through your music?
So no, we did not. That's not how we met. So I'll give the quick story. So we met. He had a line brother from his fraternity that was getting married, who I also knew, but we didn't know each other. So the friend that was getting married was our mutual friend, and he was a groomsman, and I sang at the wedding. So that's how we met. And I am so just supremely blessed because number one, he's just a great guy. And he is super resourceful, super smart. And I feel like the best parts of relationships is when you can both recognize each other's strengths, and those areas where I am stronger and more proficient, he allows me to run point and kind of take the lead. And then the same thing when, it's an area that he's very proficient. I, let him take the lead. And so we're able to just really value the contributions that each of us brings to our relationship. And so just over time, he has just been such a solid rock of support for me, and just super, super smart, super creative, which is funny because we both have our day-to-day jobs. We're very type A, very analytical, but then we both have very creative sides. And so he's a photographer, videographer. He's just really creative in that vein. And so we just kind of merge very, very seamlessly. And I just always like to brag on him because I think people sometimes they make it seem like, whatever they're doing, they're getting it done by themselves. And we are a dynamic duo. I am super proud of him. And I just love that he's able to also do what he loves because, people see the photos and the videos and stuff. He loves doing that kind of stuff. And so it allows him to pursue that passion as well. We're fortunate enough to do it together.
I have a question.
Yes.
I'm like a national scale because, we all, let our friends enjoy what we put up online and whatnot. But on a national scale, do you enjoy that? Because whether or not you do this or that has happened to you is not my point. But do you enjoy that sometimes with artistry, your relationships, whether they're personal or just friendships, will bleed into your musicianship, whether you're a writer or just an emotional vocalist, but in general, do you enjoy that half of your musicianship, or do you kind of shy away from your emotions bleeding into your musicianship?
Oh no, I welcome that. I think that's what connects us. When you hear a song and you hear lyrics that speak to your own experiences, because all of us in one way or another, we want to be loved, we want to be validated, we want to be accepted, we want to be seen, we want to be heard. And so when I am able to tap into those emotions and write about those things in a way that connects with other people, like that's the goal, right? So
yeah, it's very powerful.
Yeah, I like to lean into that. So even as it relates to Peace for Me, excuse me, I co-wrote that with a friend of mine, but just at the time, it was still during the pandemic, which was just really tough for everybody in different ways, but very tough, challenging. tragic for people that lost loved ones and friends and all of that. And so I think just finding a way to kind of center yourself and come back to a sense of calm after so much turmoil and so much
And
chaos.
I hate to cut you off. I'm so sorry, but like you just
No, go
said,
ahead.
you was at the wedding, and I'm like, man, like me and my son were just watching Sonic 2 right before I sent him to bed, right before we got on this podcast, right? And they're at the wedding in the movie, and they're doing the wedding thing, and then the movie continues. But I'm thinking in my head, it's like just how you were at that wedding singing, and every single person that enjoyed their time there is gonna remember something about that wedding anytime one of your songs comes on, or if they hear your name, or if it happens to click in a gear for their mind. But point being, it's just like we timestamp with it,
Right.
And it's like I just wonder how people process that.
Yeah.
We're actually coming up on another break here, but I do want to know, did he approach you at the wedding after hearing you sing?
So actually it was so weird. We had been connected before. So we were talking and all of that, but it was so weird when we actually met in person. I don't know. It was weird. We didn't really click in person for whatever reason. And I mean, we had been talking for a few weeks and kind of getting to know each other, over the phone. And so we didn't really talk too much at the wedding or the rehearsal and all of that. And then maybe 3 weeks later, he called me up and we just met randomly for lunch. And literally from that day, we were like,
what did y'all eat that day? What did y'all
He probably had to clear out his roster after he met you.
You know what? You know what?
I found the one. Hey, CC.
I thought girls give guys like a grace period. I thought girls give like guys like a natural period when they just assume that he's like cutting everybody off. You know what I mean? And like,
I think everybody should deserve a grace period because I mean we all have.
My fiance gave me a grace period.
Yeah, get it together. You have some time. Let these people down gently but firmly. Yeah.
She said, "Don't forget the firm part because I ain't playing."
Yeah, the firm part. Yes, because we don't like to repeat ourselves. So,
All right, man. We gotta get to our birthday segment, man. So here are the birthdays of the week. Happy birthday. Any birthdays we missed?
Shout out to Kaboom, yo.
Yeah, man. Kaboom was hilarious.
Happy birthday to my nephew, Bubba.
Shout out Bubba one time.
Yeah, that's crazy.
Any other birthdays? Kay, Evo, anybody?
Not that I know of this week. If I do, they're gonna be mad that I didn't shout them out.
How it goes.
I'm gonna get on there.
Not everybody can come, bro. Not everybody can come.
All right.
On Friday.
All right. Well, we'll go ahead and progress then. Get to our next track. On the other side of the break, we're gonna talk to Evo, man. See what he's been up to. He just picked up comedy, y'all. How's that going to be going? So we'll talk to him about that. Keep it locked. Performances from both of our guests, K.Avett and Uncle Evo. But for now, we got new music right here from Seattle, Campana, with a new joint called Decisions, featuring Side Street right here in Seattle. So keep it locked. Fresh Juice, Rainier Avenue Radio. We're only halfway, y'all.
Only Lord knows what I do for you. What I lose for you, but I come to terms that I'm losing you. You was amused to me, was never using you. I love the diffuse, so eye to eye despite different views. You know I tried, that's why I get confused. Put the pride aside, kept it amicable, unpredictable. That's the way life goes. Think you all healed and you get exposed. And the seeds that once flourished now decompose. It's all self-imposed. I'm my biggest foe. This the life I chose. Ain't it quite the show? Stay tuned for the next episode. No regrets, no this love so perpetual. If I'm ever in the market, you the first to know. You the first to know.
So stuck in my bag. It's really no shade, it ain't nothing like that. Clearly I love you, baby, you should know that. I hope it don't make you stay up at night, that I won't cuff you like that. Oh, what can I do? I travel so many miles just to find you, but peace of mind's really not something I lose. Decided decided I'm switching our script this time through. It's me that I choose.
I said it's me. To the punch like Muhammad Ali. Into P just in case you can't see. I made it clearest that you don't need device. You ain't gotta get away and find what defines me. You the main attraction. I ain't got no side piece. The gas is swerving like 5 speed. And your hips and curves the way you satisfy me. And I admit it. I wish I was in it. The way that you moan every time you finish. Shine bright like a diamond. The finest finish. Intertwine, watch the time diminish. See you with another again. I'm a mind my business. Know the boys stay floss and get keep my dentist. In the total line, but I know my limits. You so divine, just one of a kind. I can't make up my mind.
Stuck in my bag. It's really no shade. It ain't nothing like that. Clearly I love you, baby. You should know that. I hope it don't make you stay up at night. That I won't cuff you like that. Oh, what can I do? I travel so many miles just to find you. But peace of mind's really not something I lose. Decided I'm switching our script this time through. It's me that I choose.
Hey everybody, this is Deontay. You are listening to Rainier Avenue Radio with the Juice Pack. We got D-Money, Pint Size Patron, OG Mambo, and ID Yourself right here on Rainier Avenue Radio. Just Deontay. They be cooking up in the again. They're talking about Deontay Wetter. I never heard nobody ever say this, and I have been places, okay?
Generational wealth. Generational wealth. Generational wealth. What is generational wealth? We asked our communities, and this is what they
generational wealth. As of right now, it feels very inequitable given the identities that you have versus if you are a person of color or not. To me, for this generation, I'm going to have to work really, really hard for intergenerational wealth to develop, especially with the economic system that Seattle's in right now, more than ever. Having been a Seattleite as well, I hope that we can talk about it more. And glad that this conversation is starting and to consider thinking about it more as a person of color and coming from an immigrant background as well.
This campaign to create awareness to generational wealth is brought to you by the Department of Neighborhood's Generational Wealth Initiative, the Washington Housing Finance Commission, and Rainier Avenue Radio.org. Create your generational wealth for you and the future of your families.
Hey y'all, it's Traffic Jam with Kareem.
Thursday at 4 p.m.
Hey, Traffic Jam. Rainier Avenue Radio, download the app so you don't miss out what's popping, what's cracking, what's shining. It's your boy, Cream the Dream, on another beautiful week on here on Traffic Jam in Seattle. I hope you guys doing what you're supposed to do, being supposed to be. I got a good show for y'all, a lot to talk about. You know, Kareem the Dream, keep up with everything.
Get your entertainment news with Kareem on the Traffic Jam, Thursday at 4 p.m.
A new law is helping people save more money on prescription drug costs. You may also be able to save with Medicare's Extra Help program. Your premium cost can be zero and your out-of-pocket expenses are low. Who should apply? Single individuals earning less than $23,000 a year or married couples earning less than $31,000 a year. Even if you don't think you qualify, you should still check out this program. Visit ssa.gov/extra help. Medicare costs are covered by the U.S. Department of Health and Human Services.
Hi, you're listening to Fresh Juice on Rainier Avenue Radio with your hosts, D-Money, Pint Size Patron, OG Mambo, and me, K.Avett. Keep it locked right here and keep those vibes flowing.
I see a girl walking down the street, moving to your own beat. You got curls in your hair and a confident stare, like you know you were born a queen. For all the matter that's supposed to be. Why is it so hard to see and know? What are we here for? I want to know. Give me a sign and what are we here for? I've gotta know. Give me a sign. This is for my little boys in brown, fighting just to stay around. They call you a menace to some with a value to none. Don't you let them take away your crown. For all the matter that's supposed to be. Hey, why is it so hard
Fresh Juice, Rainier Avenue Radio, every Wednesday night, 9-11 p.m. That is K.Avett from her last album, Lioness. That one is called The Matter.
That was smooth.
Mm-hmm.
Thank you.
Definitely a vibe. Very sensual.
Yeah.
Thank you. Big shout out to Ty Macklin. He's
Ty
the
Macklin.
producer for that song. Yeah, he was one of the producers on the classic Baduism album, Erykah Badu.
Okay.
Oh.
Yeah.
I didn't want to draw that comparison too soon, but I know the Texas thing and then
Yeah.
the topics. But yeah, that's what's up.
Yeah. So shout out to Ty. Yeah.
That's beautiful. That's beautiful.
Thank you.
All right, let's turn the corner a little bit, man. Uncle Evo is in the studio. Just picked up comedy.
Yeah, I feel like last time you were here, you hadn't even thought about doing comedy on stage.
Right.
Nah, so it's funny because my mom and my homie Jay Solo have been telling me to do comedy. So I go back to freshman year of college with Jay Solo. He was on the football team at Eastern Washington University. Go Eagles. And him and my mom have been telling me to do comedy for no joke, like 16, 17 years now. And never had the thought to do it. And then circumstances presented themselves, and I found myself. I actually just told this joke on stage the other night, so I'll tell you how it happened. I had just moved, so when I got the idea, so my homie Early Dean, shout out to Dean. That's my dog, one of my main collaborators, one of my main partners in crime, and he's a accomplished stage actor and director and artist, musician in various forms. And so he had said that he wanted to do comedy, and I was like, that's crazy, because I had kind of had that thought too. So at the time, I had just moved into his spare bedroom in his apartment.
Okay.
That was right after I had moved out of my parents' spare bedroom in their house in Lacey, Washington, which I had just moved into after I left Oceanside, California, which is where I was last time we spoke. When I was in Oceanside, California, I had a dope 2-bedroom apartment, 8-minute walk from the beach. I had a good job. I was making money.
Okay.
And so all of that changed very quickly. So one of the first times I did an open mic night, I was at the Tacoma Comedy Club, and there's a little side stage, like a little bullpen. And the host for that night was like, so that was only your second time doing comedy? Because there's somebody up on stage to whispering. Yeah. I was like, yeah. She was like, what made you decide to do comedy? I said, probably depression.
Unfortunately.
and so it was like really an outlet for me, because creatively I felt somewhat stagnated by the fact that in most forms of art, you have to have, there's got to be like almost a middleman. Like I can do music, but then somebody has to like listen to it. They got to click play. You know what I'm saying? Like I can write something, but somebody has to click on the essay and read the essay. The thing about comedy and open mic nights is if I sign up and they put me on the bill, the people in there got to hear what I have to say. And so I was like, you gonna give me a microphone, I'm gonna figure this thing out, bro. And so that's how the whole idea kind of came into play. And so it's funny because you would think I would start writing jokes, but the first time that I went up on stage, I actually went up there thinking I didn't need to have jokes.
Really? So you thought it would just come all off the top of your head?
Yeah, so not all off the top of my head. Like, so the reason my dog Jeff thought that my dog Solo thought that I'd be good at is because he knows like most of my stories, and he knows that I have a bunch of funny, wild, crazy stories from these different situations I've either behaved myself into or just found myself in. And so I thought, you know what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna just go up on stage. I got these little anecdotes, and I'm gonna craft these little anecdotes into jokes.
Okay.
So the first night that I'm up there, so the first night that I go, We had me and Dean had tried to sign up for the open mic night. He had signed up. I didn't sign up. So I'm going down to this place called the Juice Box. Shout out to the Juice Box. Shout out to Derek Gladson. Every Tuesday night, if you find yourself in Centralia, 8 p.m. On, I believe it's Tower Avenue, whatever it is. Okay. So we go and my guy Derek is like, Dean, welcome. Like, you're on stage tonight. Is your buddy who was gonna perform or wanted to perform, is he here with you? I was like, I'm the buddy. And he was like, do you want to get up on stage? I was like, absolutely. Okay. I was acting so fast on that idea that it didn't even dawn on me, like, you don't got no jokes, bro. And so then I'm like, it's okay. Like, and your brain's like a supercomputer. So all of this stuff is happening at rapid speed. I'm like, I don't have any jokes. It's okay though. I've been on stages my whole life. I started public speaking when I was 3 years old. And so I'm very comfortable on stage. And so I was like, it's okay. I'm just going to listen to the crowd and see what they vibe with. I'll pick an anecdote off of what they've been laughing at already, and I'll just go with that. And he was like, okay, you're up first.
Well.
And so now, like, I'm starting to get a little bit, but I was like, so what do you mean first? Like, what does that mean? It's like 7:57 p.m. Show starts at 8. He was like, oh, no. You're not first. The host is gonna go up there. He's gonna do his little 6-minute set. He's gonna introduce the night, and then you'll go up there. And I was like, okay, bet. So I've got myself I got a 6-minute buffer period before I have to get up there at least. I'm gonna go get myself a drink because I'm gonna need to calm these nerves a little bit. And so I go and I say, can I get a double shot of, and before I can even finish, the host is like, welcome to the Juice Box, everybody, and goes into their comment.
6 minutes is like 60 seconds.
Bruh. So the host is like, welcome to the Juice Box, everybody, and he starts going. So now there's a clock in my head going, I got 6 minutes till I'm on stage with no jokes and no context whatsoever. So now not only do I need a drink, I need a cigarette. So I'm going outside to smoke a cigarette. But before I can get outside, I realize I need to use the bathroom. I'm 37 years old. That's not something you play about. When you got to go to the bathroom, you better go to the bathroom. And so the bathroom's clear across the other side of the whole club. So I'm like dang near sprinting over there. Like literally, I'm at the same pace that you like if you're wearing nice clothes and you don't want to sweat, but you gotta catch this bus. That's how fast I was. So I go to the bathroom, I come back, I smoke a cigarette, I put the cigarette, I don't even smoke a cigarette, I hit the cigarette like 2 times. I put the cigarette out, I go back inside to get my drink and finish my drink. And before I can even get over there, like, oh, there he is, Evan Robbins, you're on. Welcome to the stage. And so I go up on stage and I promise you, I remember that I told a very off-color joke about a failed intimate experience that I had. I think I told a joke about one time I found myself. It wasn't even a joke. These aren't jokes. These are just things that I'm saying. I told some other completely unconnected story about one time where one of my nephews like really had to go to the bathroom, and so I ended up having to like hold him in midair, like on the side of the road somewhere because we couldn't get to a bathroom. Like he's like 2 years old, so I'm holding him suspended in midair.
Nature's toilet.
But I basically, and he took a grown man. It was not a child sized endeavor. So I'm up on stage. And I promise you, you don't know how cold and how dark it gets on a comedy stage when you don't have any jokes and people aren't really laughing. Because it's one thing to tell jokes to the homies, because like you understand the context, like you might have been there, like you know the people, you know at least something about me and like how I found myself in this situation. But when you have people, when you're the only person facing east and everybody else is facing west. And I remember there was one lady in particular, and I don't know how I knew this, but I could just tell that she had paid for a babysitter for this night. And you know what I'm saying? Because on a Tuesday night, like if you got kids, you can't just leave your kids. You gotta facilitate this. Right. And so I was up there, and she's just looking at me like, "Bruh, this is not.
I wasted my evening.
Yeah, this is not what I'm paying Stephanie for, dog." And so I learned a very valuable lesson, which is don't waste them people's time. Like the art of comedy, just like anything else, is not an art form that you can just do. Like one of the things that I get so frustrated about rapping, is it's one of the things that a whole bunch of drunk people at 1:15 in the morning feel like they can just do. Like people don't put work into becoming rappers. Like nobody at a house party has ever just broken out like some wood and started sculpting, right? Like that's not a thing that happened, but people want to do freestyle sessions,
right?
And they can't rap. And I got up on stage like the white dude at the party at 1:30 at the UW frat, thinking that I could rap, and I'm up there with Patron, who can rap, right? There are people up here who do this, and so I learned a very valuable lesson. Don't do that. You should be prepared if you're gonna go up there because you don't want to waste people's time. But that was my very first experience. But I got off that stage, and I talked to my mom, and I said, I can't explain why because I don't think it went well.
All right.
But the only thing I can think of right now is I need to get back up on that stage. I absolutely loved it. The word that I used to describe to my mom was, I feel like I'm floating right now. This is
wow.
This is incredible. And so since then, I've gone like pretty much every Tuesday night to the Juice Box. And then last night I got the opportunity to host the Juice Box for the first time. So
wow.
Yep.
Wow. Yeah. You were progressing very quickly.
Yeah, that was it. So we started in like mid-January, and it's what mid-April now. And
Have you missed the Tuesday yet?
Yeah, we missed a couple Tuesdays, either because we didn't get to the sign-up sheet in time or other like circumstances. So I work in downtown Seattle, so I'm in downtown Seattle at 7:15 every morning. I don't get back home till like 6. And so there have been a couple times where I'm just like, nah, I don't got it. But moving forward, there will not be any missed Tuesdays. And then on Thursday, there's a place in Lacey, Washington called the Beat Drop. I'll be there tomorrow night. Yeah. And then I'm trying to find as many open mic nights as I can because I'm trying to build the muscle now. Like I'm trying to put the work in. I'm trying to take it as far as possible, bro. Like honestly.
Right. And we were not expecting you to come up in here and say, I'm starting comedy and all that. You were just doing music at the time. And,
they completely changed lanes.
Yeah, just like
it's a departure for sure, but it's not that far afield in my opinion, just because the way that I rap is also a very storytelling medium. And another one of the things, shout out to my mom, she's getting mentioned a lot. One of the things that my mom said when she first so I sent her a set and she called me and she said, "Oh, so you're like a talking comedian."
Talking comedian.
Most comedians talk. Like I'm not Gallagher. I'm not smashing watermelons up here.
Right.
And she was like, "No, I meant like you don't really tell a lot of jokes. Like you tell stories. Like there's funny parts in the story, but they're more just stories." And that is what the style that I have begun to develop and home in on.
It's even I think I would consider it that is the popular comedy style right now, because a lot of people want to refer to old comedy like Rodney Dangerfield. We drop a one-liner, you never tell a story.
Right.
But we're in the day of Kevin Hart and Dave Chappelle.
Yeah.
They tell stories.
Yes. Yeah. And when people ask me like who I would pattern my comedy after, like obviously I am a huge Dave Chappelle fan. So so like if Dave Chappelle is a 10, I'm at like a 1.8.
Okay.
But
all right, you beat some people.
He was there at some point.
and so that's the thing, is that the way that you get good at it, I imagine, having come from an athletic background, is repetitions. And so he did shows 2-3 times a night from the time he was 14 until now. Pretty much as often as he could. That's why I'm trying to hit as many stages as possible. But yeah, the thing that I will say though that I've learned is that it is so there's an element of storytelling to it, but you have to remember that people are there to laugh. So the ultimate goal of it has to be funny. You gotta put funny in there. Even if you're just telling a story, you have to tweak it a little bit to make it either surprising, unexpected, or just funny. Like last night, I did my best set ever by far.
Beautiful.
And it was just a really good story, but I purposefully set it up, and I'm learning how to do that now. Like set up the story for it to have a punchline, even if it doesn't have a punchline.
Right. And you actually haven't left music entirely. I mean, if you head over to your TikTok, there are a couple of things. I know we don't have a full song from you, but We can play a quick clip from your TikTok.
Yeah. I hear him talking bread, but then I see him getting crumbs. Because they selling wolf tickets, man. These get really bums. I'm a California bear, like crip walking, going dumb. From a time and a place where they get to ask you where you from. And you ought to know the answer for the questions even asked. And you better pass the test or else it's getting on your ass. Now, I ain't never banged with a lot of gang that has. I ain't giving out free game. If I do, I'm getting bags. All this shit cop might have need a badge. Keep it 100, reckless driving on the dash. Against black vision, can't see forest for the trees. And I'm so cold, I need a snowplow and some skis.
That's cold.
Chill with it.
But you like being in front of the camera?
Do I?
Yeah.
I didn't before, so it's funny because I started doing TikToks as the same. It was like the same thing. Like it's an easy way for you to get out there and be in front of, like, just be in front of people. Like I don't gotta go through DistroKid. I don't gotta go through nobody. I don't have to do none of that. I can just put it out there. And so I started doing these little TikToks. The series is called I Love Lucy because it's just little loose verses. Like most of them are, I don't know, 45 seconds to a minute, 10 seconds. And so in doing that, I actually found I don't want to say character, but like a way that I can be on camera. Because before that, like people would tell me you need to do this and that. And I'm like, man, I'm not that guy. I'm not a social media guy. Even though I do public like art, I'm not a very like public person. But I have found a way now to kind of tap into the parts that I want people to know and get to know and keep the other parts to myself. And so, now I would say, like, if I'm being honest, like if I was talking to my therapist, I like being in front of the camera.
I mean, creating that character is, it's a real important aspect as far as entertainment goes. I was going to ask, do you remember like shooting like a music video in middle school in a science class?
Oh my, did we do that? Hold on, did we do that?
I was gonna ask you, do you remember this?
Hold on. Did a table get flipped? Did a table get flipped?
I was gonna ask you to remember that. You remember the table?
The table got flipped. Was this
the table in a music video?
Okay, so this was Miss Goss's class.
Shout out to Miss Goss.
Shout out to Miss Goss. She hated me. Got kicked out of her class eventually. I think the flipping the table didn't help. So we had to do I think we had to do a science. It was like some sort of a project, and I believe, if I'm not mistaken, the Lyricist Lounge show. Was that what was out at the time?
Something like that, yeah.
So
music video.
And so me and Patron, shot a music video as like our project, and like we rapped our stuff.
You was in 8th grade, I was in 7th grade.
Yeah, and we rapped. So we've known each other for.
Y'all need to relax.
We were just talking.
Last
time we saw each other in person was probably like 15 years ago, but we've known each other since 2000. So 25 years.
I flipped the table.
So we get done, and instead of dropping, so we're sitting behind the table.
We had the song. We even did like a rehearsal, but when we actually started filming, for whatever reason, I decided to flip the table.
Right. And so
it felt real hip hop. For a music video.
I don't know if y'all remember the Lyricist Lounge show, but they used to like just have like very conversational like bars and stuff. So we did like a science, like we were sitting behind the desk like newscasters. Like that was the whole premise of it. I haven't thought about this for years, bro. And so we do our whole thing. We did the whole thing the way we were supposed to. And then Patron just out of nowhere, instead of dropping the mic, flips the table breaks.
Hey, so like I said, it felt real hip hop in the moment, right? The thing is, this is a science class. This is not a regular fold up table.
No,
this is sturdy. I flipped this joint, it broke.
It broke. Like,
I thought I was gonna get suspended. All I could do was apologize for getting out of character.
or too much in character, dog. Like that was hilarious. Yeah, I remember that now. That's crazy.
My bad.
No, I hadn't thought about that. That's funny. That's fun. See, and here's the thing. Here's the thing about doing comedy now is that I start looking for the funny and stuff, and so that's going in something. Like I can tell you right now, that's going in something, bro. I vividly remember that. Miss Goss's class.
What grade did y'all get on that?
This is middle school. This is Squally. What grade did we get?
Yeah, I
don't
at this point, it's irrelevant. The story's better than whatever the grade is. The story's better than the grade.
But it was a rap, though. We were like back and forth, and it was like a science.
It was good.
Yo, y'all gotta contact that teacher, yo. We need to interview that teacher, yo.
You said what?
We need to interview the teacher.
Oh,
that'd be
man.
clowning, fam. That would be
I was gonna
clowning,
get
fam.
suspended for damaging property.
Like, yo, man, we would just like to talk to you about your teaching career. And by the way, did you remember this one time?
When those two hooligans did a rap in your class and then started destroying things?
Bro, I would do that. Bro, I would do that for the culture, bro. I would call that
the culture.
For the
For the culture, yes. Sure.
we gotta get to a show and tell portion of the show real quick, man. Going things back to K.Avett, you got your new single coming up here shortly. Always Tomorrow.
Yes.
Okay.
I would like to ask, because I love when people put words together that make sense, but don't unless you understand. And I just need a little more clarity. Why the specific words back to back, always tomorrow? And you know, you can hear it in a sense like, hey, I'll always do that for you tomorrow, or I'll always do that for you every day. But like the way you worded it, it just makes it jar my head a little bit differently. So I just thought I would ask, what's the more in depth? Like, what made you come to that phrasing?
Well, thank you for asking. And so I was thinking about how, I think I alluded to this earlier, about a lot of my thought processes always seem to return to how finite life is, how we just never, I said my dad's a minister, but there's a scripture in the Bible that talks about no man knows the day nor the hour.
And
and so you never know. I mean, all of us are just kind of moving through life, and you're gonna see someone and you may not realize that that's the last time until you find out. You don't realize that's the last time I'm going to see that person, or that's the, so it's always tomorrow, in the sense that sometimes we will have things to do and we'll say, oh, I'll get to it tomorrow. I'll get to it tomorrow. And you never, without really realizing that, number one, you're on borrowed time and you're assuming that you'll have tomorro. And so I feel like that, just that
I knew it was something.
The premise of that, that is the motivation that I have to do the things that I want to do, to live the life that I want to live, to, if there's something that I want to do, being intentional about making that happen, because I just don't know how many summers I have left. And I was looking at this, there was a guy that was talking about, how many, if you break down your life in months, you have so many months that are automatically grayed out because that's when you're sleeping. You have so many months that are automatically grayed out that you don't really count because you're working. And so when you start mapping out the number of months that you have left in your life, and you start to realize
really
that
live.
you have, right, and you have less time ahead of you than behind you, then that idea of just always putting things off to tomorrow takes on a far greater,
Makes you wish you had more than 24 hours, low-key.
I'm sorry.
Makes you wish you had more than 24 hours so you can get more done in that one day, so that your time.
Look, all of it, we all have the same 24 hours. Beyonce has 24 hours just like I have 24 hours. And she manages to just get everything done. So,
You know what? Too motherfucking okay.
Before we move on with the show and tell, I was also thinking, during that we were talking about flipping the table and all that, and that being hip hop. I also grew up with a church background, so like they did it like Jesus.
I'm dead right now. You need to relax, D-Money.
Anyway, when's that single coming out? Always Tomorrow.
Always Tomorrow drops April 29th. And I want to give a shout out to Vandell Andrew. He is an amazing saxophonist. He just brought so much sensuality to this song. And so I would be remiss if I did not give him a very heartfelt thank you and shout out for collaborating with me on this.
What's his name again?
His name is Vandell Andrew.
Vandell
Amazing.
Andrew.
Yes.
All right. And then moving on, you got a big performance coming up here July 5th. It's the Summer Soul Affair.
Yeah, look, this is my baby. So we moved to this area, and there wasn't very much in the way of events that just kind of centered soul music. This is kind of a country music area, and that's fine, but I really wanted to create something that was for us, by us, just kind of celebrated the soulfulness of soul music. And so we partnered with the city, and this was last year. Like we'd never put a festival on before. So we partnered with the city, we hit the ground running. And last year for our inaugural event, we had over 2,000 people. We had food trucks, we had vendors, we had line dancing. It was a whole vibe. It was so amazing. It was so fun. And so this time around, we're kind of a little bit more confident, and we are just so excited to be doing this again for the second time. And it's called the Summer Soul Affair. And it's the Saturday after July 4th. So it's July 4th weekend. It's outdoors. It's at an outdoor amphitheater called Rail Yard Park. And so people are able to bring their coolers, their blankets, their tents. It's a whole vibe. And it's just, we're so excited to have been able to put this together. And again, this was me and my husband. We were out doing all the dirty work, getting businesses to sponsor, getting people to put yard signs in their yard. And it was just, we were doing everything to promote this event, and people really showed up for us. And so we were really excited about that. And we're looking forward to this one being bigger and better, and hopefully outgrowing this space and just turning it into a really
Look, I want to give a shout out to your street team for making that such a success, because we need things like that are so positive. And I want to give a shout out to the neo soul community, because y'all been needing some spotlight for a very long time, and y'all helped usher a lot of different R&B related genres into music, and y'all don't get a lot of love. So I'm glad this is becoming a thing.
Thank you.
In other news, our guy Pint Size Patron's got a battle next month, May 24th.
Vancouver, back in the sound.
Back in Van City.
Is that Vancouver, Washington, or Vancouver, Canada?
Canada.
Okay.
BC.
Okay.
Taking on Shine 9.
Sir.
May 24th at the Turf. Check out Patron then. Here at Rainier Ave, next week we will be celebrating Earth Deserves More Than a Day. That's going to be in an entire week of environmental justice themed programming all week long at the radio station, Monday through Friday, basically 10 in the morning all the way until like 5 p.m. at night. As I quickly just want to share the schedule of shows that are going to be going on. You can see some of them right there. Just what's environmental justice. You got the American Lung Association up in there, Communities Clean Water, Metro Youth Mobility. You got co-building resilient inclusive communities, Healthy Earth, Healthy You. And there will be dance performances, music performances, but mostly panels and a lot of learning and community and talking about, Earth and as well as preserving our environment. So you can tune in for all that next week on Rainier Avenue Radio from Monday to 21st through Saturday the 26th.
Save the grass, man. Save the grass. Let's take care of Earth, yo. Let's do it.
Absolutely.
There's only one.
Yes,
Only
sir.
one. Yes, sir. Do
You
that.
can't be blowing Earth up and then moving to Mars, blowing Mars up.
Dang, now I might need to take back my earlier answer about going to space. That is very environmentally unfriendly. I might have to
man, we're going there to take care of them too.
Nice callback. And before we end our show and tell portion, we want to look at some of the merch here for K.Avett. We got some of the records here, Lioness, the single. Of course, we got some shirts here. The Matter.
You got something from my 3-year-old.
For your 3-year-old? Oh gosh.
Yeah, he likes to rep the. He does
very small
keys,
shirt.
He does Aaliyah. He does a lot of.
They will roll
he does,
into
he does R&B music.
I have 2 3-year-old great nephews, so I totally get it.
Hey.
Yeah, I'm starting needing these recording artists to start putting out for the babies too.
But if you want to get it, go to K.Avett.com. There's no period on the K.Avett, just K.Avett.com, K-A-V-E-T-T.com for all K.Avett merch and all information about her as well.
I love the merch though.
Thank you.
Okay. All right. We are actually a couple minutes over the break here, so we got to get to our next song. This one coming at you from Boldy James and Real Bad Man. This one's called Come Back Around off of his album Conversational Pieces, which drops May 2nd. So new music out of Detroit, Boldy James and Real Bad Man. Come Back Around. And I'll echo that sentiment. Come back around right here on Fresh Juice, Rainier Avenue Radio, because performances coming at you from K.Avett and Uncle Evo right here. So keep it locked. Fresh Juice, Rainier Avenue Radio. Come back around.
Sometimes you get up to fall down. Only thing that matters coming back round. Coming back round. Sometimes you get up just to fall down. Only thing that matters coming back round. Coming back round.
I'm from the ghetto where it's families with no health care. Fathers nowhere to be found. Mama's on welfare. Cousin home from the clink. He ran it from the top bunk. Uncle of the smoke and drink. Granny on the couch slump. Needle hanging out her arms. Shoot up at least twice a day. Kids damn near starving. Cooking noodles in the microwave. Where people slave and don't never get a job promotion. Auntie working 2 jobs every day, but she be closet smoking. Well, get sick and tired of being tired of hoping. Thought he caught some perks, but they finessed him with some ibuprofen. With pregnant underage mothers, they consider milfs. With sisters run and get their brothers just to get them killed. Things at the store, you tell them no, I bet they still big. Where it ain't but J's, custos, and peel heads. Where you gon' feel some pain you never truly healed from. When you gotta take a pay cut to be a real one.
Get up just to fall down.
10 toes down.
Only thing that matters coming back round.
It's gon' be some ups and downs.
Coming back round.
Pick your face up off the ground.
Sometimes you get up just to fall down.
Whatever.
Only thing that matters coming back round. Coming back round. Whatever it is holding all of your fears frozen. Whatever it is holding all of your fears frozen. Whatever it is holding all of your fears frozen. Whatever it is holding all of your fears frozen.
I'm from the ghetto where the tenants in the project never snitched below the gossip. Most of the children was adopted. Streets like a foster home. Base rental Honda Civic. 10 pints fresh out the farm. I've been putting on the clinic. Man, the hoes always be he's in the rats forever sells. Where that back door never closed, but the latch forever shut. Where the police short staff. Where the facts ain't matching up. Where your math ain't mathing up. Where the grass ain't never cut. Where the trap don't never close. Hustle 724. Is it back to charging motherfuckers 11-4-0? 100 tacos in a bill. I'm a block away from hell, where the good die young, or they rot away in jail. Seen the hood high strung, get my hideaway from 12. Never go on dry runs when I'm trying to make a sale. In the murder meeting, where all the gloves coming off. Thought I seen it all, till I saw the plug running off.
Sometimes you get up just to fall down. Only thing that matters coming back round. Coming back round. Sometimes you get up just to fall down.
what's the word? It's your boy Fillmore Green. You're now listening to Fresh Juice on Rainier Avenue Radio. Shout out to the whole crew out there, man. The Juice Pack, D-Money, Pint Size Patron, OG Mambo IDYourself. Salute to y'all, man. Love all the way from Chicago. It's your boy Fillmore Green.
Sing with us as we fill the historic Columbia City Theater with our voices. Join Crowdsource Choir on May 23rd for a soulful, participatory night of singing. Come raise the collective vibration with us at the Columbia City Theater. Tickets at crowdsourcechoir.com.
1, 2, get down.
What's up, big and little homies? This is Masvita Mara, host of Seattle Sports Weekly on Rainier Avenue Radio.world, your one-stop shop for Seattle sports. We cover preps, we cover college, we cover pro, we cover it all. Huskies, Mariners, Seahawks, Garfield, South, Roosevelt, Petro, King County. This is where you want to listen to for all the sports that's happening in Seattle. Seattle Sports Weekly on Rainier Avenue Radio.world.
What's up, everyone? It's your girl, Queen Bree, inviting you to come join me on Clean Greens Living. Broadcasted Tuesdays, 12:30 p.m. Pacific Standard Time, live right here on Rainier Avenue Radio. On Clean Greens Living, we talk farming, community, and ways to being healthy. So come join me and let's discuss ways to create a healthier you and a healthier community.
So I needed to check my kids' immunization records for their school. My doctor told me I could get them quickly online, but I couldn't figure out how. Thankfully, I could turn to Link to Care WA for help. With Link to Care WA, I was able to learn how to use online health portals, use telehealth to talk to my doctor virtually, and even apply for jobs online. I called their free hotline and got help from a real person. Call Link to Care WA at 866-757-1832 or visit linktocarewa.org.
You are now tuned in to Rainier Avenue Radio, vibing with Fresh Juice, hosted by D-Money, Pint Size Patron, OG Mambo, and IDYourself. My name is Trinity Giselle, and this is my song, Used to It, from my latest EP, More to It, that's out now on all platforms.
I keep my head strong, move on. That pain won't stay long, days gone. I keep my head strong, move on. That pain won't stay long, days gone. Getting used to this. When it comes to these people, I give away more than I'm giving. But that's just the way that I'm living, loving it. I'm getting used to this feeling. I'm blessed to be able to say it, thank him in advance like my mom made it. Been perfecting my cadence, this is my ladies. God will make this. I only feel safe in alignment. I'm living different, I listen to guidance. Not from the people, I speak to the highest. Been woke up, meet me with an eye. I'm a believer, I do it for love. Don't fall when this shit gets tough. Free soul can't cage me up. Was buried in pain, he raised me up. I keep my head strong, move on. That pain won't stay long, days gone. I keep my head strong, move on. That pain won't stay long, days gone. See people bring pain, but I'm used to it. I promise I pray for your healing. I'm hoping they pray for the healing, cause it's taking all that's left in them. I know in due time he renew me. My life is like straight out of movie. You know, like the moment you wait for, the part where it's all out against them. Ain't no way in hell made it that far. A shootout with death and he missed him. Surviving cause I'm walking with him. I'm thriving, I choose to surrender. This shit's inside me, not on me, and it's only growing, I'm taking it slowly. I won't let the evil control me. I keep my heart open, I give you to hold me. I keep my head strong, move on. That pain won't stay long, days gone. I keep my head strong.
Fresh Juice, Rainier Avenue Radio, new sounds from Houston. It's Trinity Giselle right there. Used to It off of her project More to It.
That joint funky.
And she'll be on the show actually right here on Fresh Juice on May 7th. We actually just booked that one. So yeah, just announced it. All right. Let's get to a couple of live performances, y'all. It's time to turn up the music, if you will.
Some Fresh Juice exclusives.
Do we want to go ladies first?
Let's do that.
Let's do ladies first. Yeah. All right, Kay. You want to introduce it before you get down, or?
Yeah, sure. So this is Feeling Good. It's from my Lioness album. All of my music, I try to. It's important to me that it just connects with people. And so this was a song that just reminds me, and hopefully reminds others that despite what you're going through, we are just supremely blessed. And as long as you are breathing and healthy, you have the opportunity to change course, change your circumstances, follow your passions, all that stuff. So this is Feeling Good.
Let's do it.
Feeling good, feeling great.
Woke up with a smile today, feeling like it's all gonna go my way. It's sunny and shining, ain't gonna let nothing get me down. Ooh, it's so easy to fall into a funk with so many dreams and limited means, but a wealth of pertinacity. So whenever I do, I think about the things that I made it through, yeah. And it makes me smile and gets me thinking about my blessings for a while. You're up on this, it's easy to relate when you know you're blessed, yeah. If you don't, then you should. Then we'll all be feeling good. And it makes me want to sing. Yeah, yeah. I'm feeling good, 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 good. Open up my house today, knew that everything's gonna be okay with blue skies, birds singing. I thought I told you that nothing will get me down. Ooh, yeah, I'm falling down along the way. I wanted to hang on to my pride, but it wasn't necessary. When I'm feeling the stress, can't forget the many ways that I've been blessed. And it gives me a pause to think about the one who's in control of it all. Telling you what I know, a little bit of trouble don't stop the show. No, no, don't believe me, you should. Then we'll all be feeling good. And I can't help but sing. No, 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 no. I'm feeling good, good, good. Good, good, da, 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 yeah. Take it to the bridge. Ain't no need to frown, even when the world tries to get you down and you're feeling misunderstood. And small teddy bears, think about the birds and forget the rest. Soon you'll be feeling good. I'm feeling good, and it makes me want to sing. Oh, I'm feeling good. I can't help but sing. Oh, birds in the sky, baby. You know how I feel. Sun in the sky, baby. You know how I feel. Good, good God Almighty. You know I'm feeling good. I'm feeling good.
Lord have mercy.
Gentlemen, off the Lioness album.
Yes, the Lioness album, man.
Thank you so much.
Feeling good, feeling great. How are you?
No. Thank you.
Man, girl, you better sing.
I love this comment by Hart, but I want to flash it real quick. She got that Stevie Wonder, Michael Jackson with Jill Scott vibe. She just changed the atmosphere for all of us.
Oh, thank you. Thank you.
At least somebody
I
can put
love
in the
Jill
words
Scott.
for me.
So.
What up, Hart?
I mean, if you include atmosphere, he just named four different architects on there.
Yo, I appreciate the fact that you can have such a range, and I have a thing for Whitney Houston and Janet Jackson in that era of women and whatnot. And so when people hit that Aaliyah low note like that, like you did, it's not like a Toni Braxton. It's like an Aaliyah low note. It's a different type of low. You feel me? But I really appreciated that, and I can see why you get invited to sing at weddings now, and I get
Thank you. Thank you.
Yeah,
All right.
We're not done.
We're not done, right?
Oh, boy.
We got another one for you, yo.
Boy. Oh, boy.
In the studio.
I knew I should have gone first. I said to myself, she got a keyboard in front of her. This is not going to go well for your boy, bro. This is not going to go well for your boy.
All right.
That's funny.
If you want to introduce it or you just want to go?
Not, I mean, there's not really an introduction. I actually, and I'm not going to lie to you guys. Like, I'm from the old school era hip hop. So when people say freestyle, like, I think like off the top of the head freestyle.
Okay.
I'm not doing that.
Okay.
So let me.
This ain't the first time you went to comedian.
Yeah, nah. I'm not learned that lesson, bro. Learned that lesson. But I just like wrote this on the way over here, so you'll have to forgive me because I hate this too. That I'm gonna have to look at my phone.
Okay.
But I'm gonna just do it. So this is I Love Lucy. This is gonna be on TikTok later tonight.
Let's go. Let's go.
All right, check it out. All right. I'm either colder than a polar bear or hotter than a solar flare. They didn't want to take it there. Too late. We go in there. I'm looking through the windows to your soul and I see hoe in there. These cats is wholly unprepared in gunfights with a bow and arrow. Flyer them bow and arrow. I feel like Tyler Baudelaire. These cats be talking punchlines to a Montgomery folding chair. We different. It's not as easy as I probably make it look. I put ESSON on the every L I took. Live my whole life on the San Andreas fault, but never shook. This ain't checkers, boy. It's chess. Castle kingside with my rook. MBM CTC. More better music. Cut the check. The poors can't afford me no more. I mean, all the disrespect. We used to count it on the floor. I really had that on deck. Writer, rapper, comedian. Now that's a triple threat. I could pump fake with the right and still swish it with the left. This whole flow has been a heat check, but now get it out the net. Last night I did the juice box. Tonight was fresh juice. It's safe to say I'm juiced up, and with that, I'll chuck the deuce.
Ooh.
I like that.
Let's go.
Nice.
I like that you had a little disrespect in there for them haters, you know what I'm saying?
No, not a little. I mean, all the disrespect.
Yeah, all the disrespect. I love that bar, B. I love
Hey,
that
salute
bar,
to the
B.
MCs. They get the bars off on the way to the radio show, man.
Yeah.
I'm literally driving down here, and like while we've been sitting here, I've been like, man, let me get this down because it was just in my head.
Hopefully, voice recorded.
It's actually not the first time it's happened this month. Old Boy 37. He did his performance. He said he wrote that on the way here.
Yeah.
That's crazy, man.
And that's why I hate when people just try and rap at 1:15 in the morning because they had too much. You know what I'm saying? They had one too many Long Island iced teas, bro.
Oh boy. All right, man. We got like 3 minutes left in the show, man. So we're gonna give both of our guests the opportunity to suggest a future guest for this show, someone that you can actually refer and send us our way. So, Evo, I'm gonna let you go first on this one. Who do you think would be a good fit for the show?
Oh man, I was not prepared for this.
So you're gonna be a comedian.
They don't have to be a singer or a rapper or anything. They could be a comedian. They could be anything, man.
Oh, then I gotta go with my guy Early Dean, bro.
Early Dean.
I gotta go with my dog Dean.
Okay,
man. He's the funniest cat that I ever know. It's not just because he's a stage actor; he's a character. Like, and I don't mean that like, oh, this guy's a character. No, like he's a character, bro. He would liven this whole thing up, bro.
Yeah. Okay.
Early Dean. Yep, for sure.
Early Dean.
Yep.
Okay. Kay, who you got for us?
Oh my goodness, I actually have two.
Okay,
so
go for it. Do it.
Songstress, Terry Tobin.
She's
supremely talented, super cool,
nice.
Grown woman vibe. So she'll definitely bring, different little vibe to your show, I think.
Yeah.
And then there's an actor, host, comedian that I know named Draper Winston. Hilarious. Draper Winston. That's Winston with a Y.
Okay.
And he's actually going to be the host for Summer Soul Affair this year. But I connected with him at another event where I was performing and he was the host, and he was so hilarious. He just has a way of connecting with the audience, and he was great. So he would definitely liven y'all show up and give you some laughs.
Beautiful. Okay. Final word. What do you want to say before we close these mics? Evo.
So, Miss K.Avett said something earlier about first and foremost, a project's called Always Tomorrow. I have told people in the past, you better do something today, because I've never woken up tomorrow. Every time I wake up, it's today. The second thing is live your life with intention. That's the first thing that I said. The one thing that I know that was good from the first show that I ever did on stage for comedy was live your life with intention. Because if you're doing that, good, bad, or indifferent, you're going to find that you're in the place that you're supposed to be. Your job is to row. God's job is to steer. That's what I'll say. Oh, and aim high, stay focused, of course.
Yeah. Okay, Kay, final word.
Oh my gosh, I just want to put a pin in that. That was
right. Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, that was a whole
I'm
word.
gonna copyright
right
that myself.
Yeah. I will. You know what? I will just piggyback on that and say, for sure, intentionality is key. And whether you believe that you can or you cannot, you are absolutely right. And so I just encourage people to, whatever it is that they are passionate about, and there are so many things, we all have our thing, but whatever it is that you are passionate about, jump into it head first. Maybe not head first, because if you're in the shallow end, that might not be a good idea. But yeah, but I mean, just jump in, because I know I can kind of get in my head sometimes, and I want everything. I'm very structured, and I kind of want everything to be perfect, and everything, all the stars to be aligned, and all the ducks to be in a row, and to the best of your ability, for sure. Make sure that's done. But sometimes just getting in there and doing it and learning as you go, it is the best way to do it. And it helps you to get over that fear of failure, which we're all going to fail. I want to fail forward.
Beautiful.
Yeah.
All right. Next week on Fresh Juice, we're off, man. I know the station's doing Earth Week. Fresh Juice will take a week off too. But in 2 weeks, on the 30th, it'll be our last show of April. We'll have Laced come through, a local MC right here out of here in Seattle. And Remember Buddha. That's a curious name right there. An artist out of LA. So check out Laced and Remember Buddha on April 30th right here on Fresh Juice. It'll be our 743rd show. All right. Follow us on all of our platforms. We're on Facebook. We have a group there, facebook.com/group/Fresh Juice Media. IG and X, we're there as well, Fresh Juice Media. And then, as always, subscribe to the YouTube channel, youtube.com/@Fresh Juice Media. Put that up in the browser. You can skip the search engine. It'll take you right to the page. We do live shows for you almost every week. You can watch them whenever you want. And we do YouTube shorts on the dailies. You can catch up on previous episodes and all the great moments of those shows. Like, comment, share, subscribe, ring the bell for all Fresh Juice content first. YouTube.com/@Fresh Juice Media. We appreciate you all for tuning in to another edition of Fresh Juice. Appreciate Kay for staying up with us. It's like 1 in the morning there, ain't it?
It is. But you know what? I work nights, so this is like my sweet spot.
Okay.
So I do want to say, I really appreciate y'all for extending the invitation, and also Uncle Evo seemed like a really cool dude. Nice to meet you.
Likewise.
Nice to meet you. And I'll be keeping an eye on your budding comedic career, and I see you going.
Thank you very
Great
much.
places.
I appreciate that. The feeling is reciprocal, except for the comedian
Thank
part.
you.
Right. He's a comedian.
On that note, peace and bless. We out.